Static.
Yeah, just have to deal with it. It doesn't come through with the actual audio. It has something to do with my little.
Like a short or whatever.
It's either this 1.5 or I don't know because I unplugged and replugged everything. So, all right, we're live.
What?
I should probably turn that music off before we get sued.
Yeah, you probably should.
All right. Well, thank you everybody. All two people.
What?
How y'all doing?
Word.
This is the Kings and Conquerors podcast. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Hope everybody's had a great week. Doing the best with what you can with how shitty everything's going on.
We out here, though.
We out here. So let's just get it started. We want to go around, introduce ourselves, let everybody know who you are, what your socials are, OnlyFans, you know what I'm saying, all that shit.
Yeah.
Get your
you
numbers
can watch
up.
me eat soup if that's what you into.
Yeah.
You know, I blow on it and everything.
Oh,
Hey,
got that one.
That's why it's on OnlyFans. I don't care.
I want a song for that too.
Nope.
Dry ass cough.
All right, Johnny, if you want to go ahead and kick it off.
What's going on, man? It's you can't draw Johnny, you can't animate, everything you can't do. I hope you had a blessed week.
All right, thank you. Our special guest.
What's going down, everybody? Boy, Walt Deezy out here, man. Just going on. Coming out here and seeing what my boys up to out here, man. What you laughing at, JD? What you laughing at, Johnny? Huh?
That's that bully talk.
Right?
That's that bully tone. You know?
You can tell they're related.
Ain't nobody can bully him.
You
The God
can
bully
tell
these
it.
demons.
You can tell they're related.
We see the alpha male.
Nah.
What you laughing at, motherfucker?
What you laughing at?
Don't nobody be laughing.
Calm down.
in this
dude.
world.
Nigga out here giggling, boy.
What's going on, man? It's my cousin, man.
Nigga saw my one moment of weakness, boy. And just,
Hey, man.
just soaked it in out
This
here,
is family
nigga.
business. This is for the family that
Man,
can't
it's,
be
it's,
with
it's
it.
lovely to have you here tonight, man.
Yeah, for real.
For real, thank you. Mr.
Southside Scholar, man.
Mr. Pablo.
Yo, what up? It's your boy J Pablo. You can follow me on Snapchat at JPABLO_NY. Snapchat for now. Instagram later. Facebook forever.
Facebook
Facebook
forever.
forever.
Yeah, I realized he didn't say nothing about look at laughter, right?
What's that?
I thought that's what he's
That's
doing
a
right
hidden
now.
topic.
What that is?
Laughter.
That's
What that is?
This is the podcast that he had that never dropped.
it did drop.
It did drop like twice.
And what happened?
3 times.
Thrice.
Thrice?
Canceled. Aries Spears, Matt T. was.
Nah.
Damn.
Well, you know,
The
COVID.
Office.
You know, we're
We
working
lost
on
The
things.
Office.
COVID.
But he's here to bless us today, though.
But guess what? It's your boy Tiberius Bone picking up where my man left off. You can also find me at what is it, Tamagotchi Slim? Instagram.
That sounds about
Tamagotchi
right.
Slim, something like that. I don't know, but the Tale of Two L's have got me again. If you were here previously, you know what I'm talking about.
The tale of two L's.
It's my boy Martell. He be out here wilding, telling all the best secrets.
And these niggas really playing chess right now. You think it's a game?
No,
You
this
think
ain't
it's a
no
props?
game. This ain't no game.
Pablo's trying to set up. He's trying to rep for all of New York. He's about to go out. He's about
He's
to
Right.
go.
playing for the
Bad
5
side,
boroughs
nigga.
right now.
He's about to go out like the Knicks for real.
Like Hidden Leaf Village looking at it.
All right.
All right. Oh, is it my turn?
Yeah.
Yeah,
oh shit.
man.
Okay. Vato Drake on Instagram, Facebook. You know what's up, Zuck? You piece of shiitake. You know what I'm saying?
Zuck the Cup.
Zuck the cook. What's up,
Okay.
baby?
All
Appreciate
right.
you. Appreciate you allowing us to
I shouldn't say that.
come on your platform
Yeah,
and talk
take it
shit
back.
about you.
Yeah, for real.
Hashtag First Amendment. You know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about. But no, thank you everybody for tuning in. Corporate Thug and Media on IG as well, and also on Twitter.
Follow.
Twitter, Corp Thug Media, CorpThugMedia. I've been tweeting the Twitters.
On the Twitterverse.
Yeah, well, it's all sports for me, so it's like me basically crying about how sorry the Eagles are, and I'm just like, I'm done, bro. It's NBA season for me now.
Oh, so you get the computers computing.
It's NBA season, man. I'm done with the NFL, bro.
Oh.
I say our whole NFC East is trash. The Giants are trash. The football team is trash. First of all, your name is the football team.
Wait, are you talking Washington?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Washington, the football team.
the Washington.
Hey,
Instead
that's
of-
official. Like,
I thought they were gonna.
if you Google like football team, I'm pretty sure like they're the first one that pops up.
It's not Rudy.
No,
No, you don't remember the movie?
I remember
Rudy.
Yeah, it's either Rudy or Radio.
Oh no!
Oh, damn.
Damn, Cuba.
Is it too early?
No.
Hey, he was wilding.
What did it? Was
Somebody sucked it. I forgot.
He thought I
I
forgot.
forgot.
it? Yikes!
I don't care what year it is.
Somebody sucked that baby. Oh no,
I can't say it.
we ain't doing that. Not today.
All right. I've been baptized.
So, like I said, I'm done with the NFL. I'm out the NBA, but I mean, I'm not about Nate Robinson getting knocked the fuck out. What the fuck,
We was look,
bro?
Look, let me say
No,
this.
no.
Let me say this
All right.
really quick.
All right.
So, of course, a lot of people were hyped because a lot of people were like, Nate Robinson's fast and super athletic and jump all over the place and whatnot. He got it. He got him with the quickness. When I saw that man charge in like it was a wrestling match,
Like a raging bull.
like I know it felt staged to me, man.
Stage.
It felt staged.
Stage.
Oh, no.
It
Wow.
felt staged.
You making
Like, he
excuses
threw
already?
That, it felt like he threw that. I'm like, but no, he got knocked the fuck out. And
Yeah,
I'm like,
you can't stage getting knocked the fuck out.
I'm sorry.
He got dropped twice.
He
But
did it to
I'm
himself.
I'm saying it looked so bad that
No.
it looked staged.
It didn't look
He did it
staged.
to
It looked like
himself.
it looked
It
like
looked like he couldn't fight.
no. It looked like he didn't prepare.
He didn't prepare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they look. The difference was one guy actually took it serious and has been training
Right.
The
for like
YouTuber.
the last 3 years.
The YouTuber.
versus the athlete who understands training. I hope he wasn't like Allen Iverson, like training, like
Training. Who the fuck is
Practice.
training? Practice.
practice.
We talking about
He just
practice?
hopped up in the ring, and if you do that, then of course, man, you're gonna get knocked the fuck out because you don't have any strategy. Like you can't adjust at all, and he couldn't adjust. He kept trying to do the same thing, and that's why he went down
Yeah.
so early.
And that's why the world is going on him even more hard because he's an athlete. He's supposed to know this, and you let a YouTuber knock you out.
Yeah, man. Like, sadly,
He was talking shit. He
Yeah.
said, "Yo,"
Oh, he's talking hell shit.
he
He
said,
brought it
"Yo,
on
kid,
himself.
hey, Nate Robinson's kids, they better not watch this shit because I'm gonna make your daddy bleed. Like they better not watch this. Don't tune in."
Oh, he was talking that type of shit.
He was talking that type of shit, and I was like, "Yo, he knocked him the fuck out." He's gonna be the biggest meme since the Jordan phase. Like I feel like it's gonna grow into that.
No, it already
Like,
is.
it's
You didn't
like-
see.
Too late.
You didn't see Twitter, IG,
Yeah,
Facebook, everything lit up.
I'm dying. I'm dying.
Went out like a.
It was the one with like the Lion King where he was like,
It's always that one.
because he laid down for so long.
he
It was
did, and his body posture
man.
was like nap time,
almost like dead.
like he was put on a cot.
Like he,
Like to see the referee go in and like touch his leg first to see that did rigor mortis, like is this rigor mortis? Like is he dead?
y'all want
Like,
to see a dead body?
Oh,
couldn't
he
even look through-
dropped.
The
Yeah.
angle at which that man fell, man.
Bro,
Head first.
Have you ever seen like a lumberjack cut down a freshly like a fresh pine,
yeah.
like this beautiful
A redwood.
pine? A redwood,
A giant
yes.
redwood.
and then like how it falls. That was Nate Robinson like falling. But,
Not only did he have one meme, he had two memes. The one where it was showing him like
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
not a YouTuber.
His defense was all the way. He had no defense.
Has
No,
he made
he
a
didn't.
statement after?
Yes,
No,
he has. He has.
What'd he
Yeah.
say?
On Twitter, he was like, he
I
posted.
appreciate all the love. Or what was it? I'll look it up. Hold on a second.
It was like
Some basic shit.
you remember Pops when he was like, "But you live to fight another day." He posted that. To me. Yeah, he did. He did.
That man's on suicide watch.
Yeah, yeah. Keep an eye on. Someone, y'all pray for him, bro. Like,
Hey man, if that was my pops, I'd be in that man
it's that
room.
lump talking.
Yeah, right now.
And when he woke up, I saw that lump. I was like, God damn. Like, he got mollywop. That was the definition mollywop. Like, look it up in the dictionary and him laying out. That's it.
I don't see anything. Maybe it was on his
He didn't
IG.
say nothing?
I don't know. Maybe he deleted it. I don't know.
I would too.
Yeah,
I
I don't
would
know.
too. I just try to move past it.
He just
Come
went
out
out.
with the next best thing.
He went out like a hoe. That's all I'm saying.
He can dunk, though.
He can dunk. Yeah, he blocked Yao Ming.
Yeah.
People forget. Like, he's a really good athlete. He's just not a good fighter. Well, I think it is. He just didn't take it as seriously as he should have.
No,
He's like,
yeah,
who's this
that's it.
YouTube 23-year-old arrogant little white dude? I'm gonna square up on this dude. He,
Yeah,
Right.
arrogantly thinking
that wasn't the move.
nah, bro, you got to prepare and train. Yeah, I was like, I think I said that. I was like, he ain't getting no 10-day contract now. Like,
Nah,
ain't nobody fucking with him. He about to get knocked out.
Would you?
Yeah, no.
Nah. I wanted him back in the day with the Heat when LeBron and Wade and Bosh. He was with Chicago, I think, and he gave him the business. Like, I remember, like, D Rose was out on one of their playoff series.
Yeah.
You good, man?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm just checking.
He's stressed right now.
You looking stressed?
He's stressed.
You just lost it. You went on like a hole right now. You gotta watch your moves,
live.
bro. You gotta be eight
Oh, no.
eight moves ahead.
Look, I was right here, bro.
I saw that.
Yeah,
I
no,
saw
yeah.
that.
I'll let you take that. Let you take that.
He saw
He
that.
got his ass hanging out in the wind. I'm telling you, I'm gonna take it.
You know who else got their ass out in the wind? Meg the Stallion. Ooh, you like that? Take that. Take
No.
that.
No. Did not like that.
No,
one.
no, don't drop DJ Clue bomb for that.
No.
You gotta say it's a hell of a rollout.
Yeah. Anyway.
You get shot in the foot. Now's the time.
Oh,
Ah,
Damn.
damn, son.
after all
No,
H-Town.
I'm just saying.
All H-Town came to her defense.
If I was her manager, I would use that as an opportunity to roll out an album. So whoever's managing her, I get it. It was only a matter of time before she put out her album.
I'm just tired of the body yaddy 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 yaddy. Yaddy 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 yaddy.
That song's gonna be awful.
You saw that that
For like a
meme?
while.
It's kind of lazy to me.
You saw that someone made did the. Remember how Waka did that whole video of him doing his ad libs?
Yeah.
You saw that one girl on Instagram when it was like,
Yeah, I see
that shit. Like, it was. I don't blame Meg for that song. Like,
No.
she's obviously
It's her team.
like
her team is.
she
just
had
trying
hype Williams level music video. Like, she's not writing her songs no more. Like, she's just cashing checks
Yeah.
and twerking. Like, that's
She's a
it.
business.
Yeah.
What about Rhapsody?
Yay.
Really?
Hey, she got some hot verses.
Really?
Including that verse. I'm just saying, I like Rhapsody.
Rhapsody's dope, man.
Yeah, man.
Can't
I
take
would
nothing.
look while
We all love
while
Rhapsody. We already know.
While we shining more energy on Meg the Stallion, I would also like to take time out to acknowledge some dope women MCs that are out there as well. You know what I'm saying? Why not talk
Why
about
not?
Rhapsody? Why not?
Rhapsody's a shit.
Exactly.
Obviously. I don't know what that has to do with Meg Thee Stallion being annoying.
Yeah.
The fact that Rhapsody.
The
So
fact
you can
because
see my
Johnny
taste
just
of
randomly
music.
said it, just
Yeah.
Hey, shout
like
out
some
Rhapsody.
fan in a Jerry Springer in the audience.
Instead of being negative.
Rhapsody?
Instead of being negative, you could just be like, look, I like Rhapsody, though. I'm just saying. Because, of course, I know why I don't. Look, I understand, we all want to turn up. This year's been sucky, but I don't know. Like,
It's okay. So the thing is with the song, it's the hook already.
it's so
The hook
It's
is
so cheap.
It's cheap.
It's
It
cheap.
is. It's very cheap,
a very
but like
gimmicky
it's
pop.
because
pop.
we're in the era of like this TikTok shit and like making videos to like a song like that
And the
helps
challenge
it
shit,
blows up. Yeah, and then the
challenge
challenge
shit is cheap.
and then you see like grown men doing it and everything
It's
like
cheap.
that.
It's kind of, that's suspect. But it's still cheap.
All right. Yeah,
It's
I'm
still
not doing
cheap.
that.
No, yeah, it's very suspect. I'm
Sus.
Sus.
like if that's what you're into, that's cool. Like making videos of dance, if that's your thing, I'm not knocking you.
Bro, you about to lose.
But hey, man, yeah, he's working on it.
You about to lose.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
That music is definitely for a certain demographic, and I don't necessarily fit that demographic. But I will talk about Rhapsody because I fit that demographic, and she's dope. I can't speak to the Meg the Stallion thing because it's like I'm not gonna do that to myself. Somebody out there enjoys it. I'm not necessarily a person to party with someone who does enjoy it. However, I like Rhapsody.
I remember, I think it was Johnny and myself. We were at a Ninth Wonder concert, and like we were like jamming with some lady in the crowd,
No, that was me.
That was you? Okay.
That was definitely me.
Okay,
I
yeah.
remember that.
Yeah. And we were like, who's this getting all super hype? You know what I mean? Like, because Rhapsody and Ninth go back way back.
Yeah. I remember seeing her the first time there.
Like, pretty much after Little Brother, like, Rhapsody filled in that kind of void of, like, the regular, you know, for what if he drops a dope beat, it'll be Rhapsody more than likely that'll come through on it.
There, yeah.
Not Big Pooh.
And who?
Rapper Big Pooh.
That's fucked up.
Damn.
No more.
What? I'm just saying. Who remember?
No more stacking peas and corn.
All right.
No more stacking peas and corn. All right. Yeah, but it was Rhapsody. I was like, oh shit. I don't think we realized till like afterwards. We're like, oh shit, that was fucking.
Yeah,
Rhapsody.
she walked through the audience. Like, she just was like walking through, and I was like, hey, you was dope.
Is it Warehouse Live?
Yep.
Yeah, that shit was
I
fun.
remember. It was the small room.
Remember back in those days we had concerts.
Yeah.
We'd congregate together.
Together, all close. I
Mm.
remember there was this old lady that was there. I was like, is that her brother? No. I'm kidding.
Wah, wah, wah.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, that was fun. I miss concerts.
That
man.
was a crazy concert. Because, like, it was an older crowd. It was, like, different than most of the other concerts I had been to at the time.
Yeah.
And so, like, you know, like, I've seen everything from a mosh pit type of concert where you're like,
Yeah,
what
same.
the fuck? They're throwing hands.
I enjoy
Like,
those.
Yeah, those are different.
It's a good stress reliever.
Yeah. To R&B and soulful. So,
Yeah.
it's stressful for me because it's like,
Dude, I went to one of those concerts. I had.
Do you have Tim's on?
No.
Dead ass.
I went to one and it was the first time I hotboxed.
Oh.
First time I ever hotboxed. And I'm going to this hardcore metal, type concerts, and they're like mosh putting and whatnot. And I was like, yo, that shit look live. And I wanted to join, but instead I just like fell asleep standing up like a fucking vampire.
You should have joined. You should have joined.
I was somebody
And woke up to like,
So somebody beat the shit out of you.
I woke up so well rested. Like,
Oh.
I was so well rested, and everybody was still having a good time. I was like, all right, cool,
Y'all do that.
let's go.
It's crazy.
But speaking of Meg the Stallion, real quick, I just wanted to do a little bonus topic. Y'all saw that video of the restaurant in Dallas where the dude was yelling at the girls to stop twerking?
No.
Yeah, I've seen this.
You haven't seen it?
I've seen it.
You saw it?
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay. All right, give me 1 second. I'll pull it up. We have the luxuries of technology. I just need someone to stall while I pull this up.
Well, yeah.
All right, thank you, Tim.
Well, you know, I did see this video, and it's, I don't know, like, there could be cases argued on both sides because, you know,
Wait, what?
I think his energy was, you'll see how.
Was she doing this in a public area though? Like,
Look,
was
man.
there fucking kids there, man? Because come on,
It's
there's
a
a time
restaurant.
and place for everything.
It's a restaurant. If I had a restaurant, not a bar, but a restaurant.
This is the age of ego.
Yeah, I know.
Everyone wants to be seen.
Everyone wants to be seen. And that's the thing I would try to argue. And here it is. Here's the video.
Developing this concept so black people can have somewhere nice to go to, okay? Somewhere where we can feel good about ourselves as a, come on, stop the music, please. Somewhere where our people can feel good about ourselves as a culture, okay? No, real talk. And so all this twerking and shit, take it to Prime, take it to Pink, don't bring it here because we're a restaurant. And so beyond that, 75% of my customers are ladies. And I'm not being to show respect for themselves for how they carry themselves here. So how can I tell the men to respect themselves and you guys are twerking on glass here? If you want to do it, get the fuck out my restaurant. Because I did it for our people and I did it for our culture. So don't do it again. I don't want to do it. If you don't like it, get out because I don't need your money. I need you to provide something for my people. And don't do it again. Thank you.
As a business owner, he's well within his rights.
Right.
He made really valid points.
He did.
And, you know, like, it's a restaurant. No, that's not like behavior you do at a fine.
When you think about it, when it boils down to it, like your morals and everything like that,
Yeah.
like you know.
But
there's
then
a time
again,
and
I
place
wouldn't
for
have that DJ playing what I
Right. That's another thing I was thinking about. Like, if he's playing
Oh,
ratchet
the
music,
DJ,
Come on now.
yeah.
it's kind
You
of a.
control the room. The DJ
like
controls the room.
Playing Bunny Hop or Electric Slide and don't expect nobody to get up and do it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's true. But still, I mean, it's like
Still, I understand.
I think the guy had warned him, like, you know, could you please, or not warn, but just asked him, could you please, you know, refrain from twerking? Could you please refrain from twerking?
Restaurant?
In my restaurant, please.
I mean, I get it.
It's just, but it's just that form of dancing that it is.
What if I want to have kids? Like, what if I want this to be a family establishment?
Well, you know what?
It's a restaurant.
This is a good way
It's
to
a
talk
restaurant.
about what we're gonna talk about later on.
Exactly.
Blackness, you know?
Oh, okay, yeah.
And that's such a different experience. Like, so it's very different from the way most places do business, even like defining what blackness is. But I definitely understand, like I said, both sides, because it's like,
Do you really, Tim?
yes, I work in the look.
Do you really?
I work in a bar/restaurant.
Shout out
so
Camp.
I understand. You know, like
Westheimer.
Yeah, I've walked through it and seen some twerking. I'm just like slightly annoyed because I'm like, you know, just like,
Camp
and it sounds
Houston.
crazy because it's like
6025
I
Westheimer.
don't want to talk about it, but hey,
Come to camp.
it gets wild sometimes. It's like, this is a eating establishment. I've seen kids here sometimes.
They got really good fish
You know what
tacos.
I'm saying? Yeah.
That man in the video is the hero we need. In these
I
times
understand.
right now.
That's why I say, as a business owner, I commend him. 'Cause
Yeah.
he did something that most people wouldn't.
Luz, James's girlfriend, made a good point. She's on the chat right now. She was like, they were like standing up on the furniture,
Exactly.
you know, making an ass of themselves.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? If you can,
And that's the side I've seen.
Yeah,
That's the
as
side
a
of
as an
throwing up
owner,
on
you know,
stuff,
you
like,
worked
yeah,
hard to
wilding
get that
out.
furniture and shit to make your place look nice. I didn't buy this for you to like
Destroy.
stand on furniture. Like,
but he like the way he was so articulate, concise. He didn't stutter. He was very definitive. You could tell he was pissed off, but
Yeah.
like very articulately said, "Take that ratchet shit."
he
You sound
he's
like
somewhere
had
else.
no,
Stay off my freaking
he's had this
freaking grass.
Look, he's had this conversation with himself before.
Oh, yeah.
like
Yeah, he
he's
was charged
practiced
up.
this.
He was charged up.
practiced this on his way home,
for
like
sure.
after work.
That's great because he went viral and is really hard to argue against. And I've
Yeah.
seen people. I've seen
Have some decorum,
So-
motherfuckers.
I've seen people online, you know, like, oh well, you know, we came here, we paid money, you know, we can do what we want, type of shit.
No,
you know what I mean?
no.
Nah,
No.
And,
don't
like,
work like that.
and then also it's also kind of like I saw like the kind of, I hate the word, but like the toxic masculinity angle where it's like women are trying to just be free and express themselves. But if you realize the origins of twerking, you know what I mean, that's not really necessarily what that's for. Like that the essence of twerking in my eyes is like to attract, you know what I mean, eyes.
A suitable mate.
Right. You know what I mean?
Cool.
I'm trying to eat
Beat
fucking
those
prime
sheets.
rib and fucking shrimp. You over here, your cheeks are in my face. Like that's not a good look. You know what I mean?
Jello.
I mean, it both speaks to primal needs, so I get it. But at the same time, it's just like, like
So,
you said, it's
I
the
mean-
right time and in the right place for everything. If you want that, like he said, there are the options. But as for his establishment as a business owner, the shift he was trying to run, the thing that
His vision, like
his vision for his restaurant
Yeah.
is his vision. I can't shit on that. And I
No.
commend him as a business owner for having the guts to stand up in a room full of patrons who might object and might, hey, I'm not paying for this meal, and walk the fuck out. And being able to say, hey, like, if you don't like it, you can walk. Because as a business owner, you have every fucking right to do so. And a lot of times, a lot of people kind of like, ooh, I don't want to be PC. I don't want to say the wrong thing. And
Right.
and they'll take that easy out and just be ran over and feel like, you know, like their dream or their vision will go to waste due to the fact that they didn't speak up. So I commend him for like getting, like saying it like,
I think he really just had an issue with it's the dance move that you were doing. It would be
I don't
different
think
if
it was the
it'll
twerk.
be different if they
No.
like Johnny said, like if he played the Cupid Shuffle and people started doing the Cupid Shuffle in his restaurant, he probably wouldn't have had that reaction.
But you're not
I
gonna be
don't think
doing
so.
you're not gonna be doing the Cupid shuffle on his fucking furniture though.
exactly.
yeah. That part, like, you taking it too far. Because
No, I've
you
seen
need a
the
flat surface. For
the
the
level of
Cupid Shuffle.
ratricity that has him fucking shook right now. You know what I'm saying? Like the
Ratricity.
level, yes, write that down. I need to be in this year's Webster's.
We're gonna
dictionary.
fucking we're what do you call that shit?
Making a dictionary?
Copywriting that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Ratricity.
Webster hit me up for the word
How the fuck do you spell that?
ratricity.
Ratchet.
Ratricity.
Tricity.
It's almost like electricity, but
I got it.
without
All
the
right.
E. Anyways, yeah, like for real though, like I've seen such levels of ratricity. It makes my soul hurt. Where it's just like my people, oh, oh, forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. Like, it's terrible. But, you know, like standing on furniture, like throwing up places, stuff like that. Bar activity. Imagine bar activity in a restaurant.
Right.
You want a restaurant, but there's bar activity in the restaurant. So first, like as the owner, he might want to fire the DJ and find someone who can play. Maybe like Seal or someone like, or who's it? Kim. Remember Kim? K-E-M. Yeah. Kissed by a rose. Or you like eating a steak. Baby. Ooh, these mussels are delicious. Ooh.
I'm just trying to slide into something wet.
I thought you was,
Wet.
slip and slide. But yeah.
I have no transition for that.
But yeah, that's definitely, as a black business owner, something that only I feel like a black business owner would ever go viral. Well, actually, if a white business owner said it, he would go viral.
Oh, he go for all the wrong reasons.
You
Nakers.
What I meant to say, whoa.
Chicken wing eating mother.
Chicken wings are free. Oh, back up. No.
Hennessy? All right.
Martell.
Martell? All right. They drink Martell and Katie?
Tell 2 L's.
Tell
I
2
do.
L's.
Man.
So we're drinking Katie. We're drinking Cypress. Drinking Pearland. Where else? Not the Woodlands. They don't drink the Woodlands. They do crystal meth in the Woodlands.
Yeah, they do.
Oh shit, for real?
No. They do weird. They do weird shit in the Woodlands. It's
like cocaine. It's more like cocaine and methamphetamine.
Yeah, it's a lot of cocaine. A lot of white girl.
Yeah.
A lot of Miley Cyrus. But I guess I can unsmoothly pull us to our third topic or third and a half topic of I think, Tim, you brought this one up.
What?
You can introduce it if you want.
Is it because I'm from the suburbs?
From the burbs.
From the burbs, baby. Hey, actually, I'm from both. And that's the funny part.
West.
Having the juxtaposition to both. Like, look, my dad stayed on Braeswood. Like, sometimes I was in some very treacherous territories. I skateboarded and got myself into. I'm like, where the fuck am I? Oh, my God. Oh. Like, I got far on the skateboard. So, just understanding where my place was, like, as far as, like, location and understanding, like, it's not just one place, but it's like multiple places where you have pockets of different people. Mm-hmm. I realized as a black man, I was in the suburbs, but I reached out to like different hoods. Like it was very eye-opening, but I understood my place as being from the suburbs. I never tried to be anything else. I pride myself from being, but like that's the thing. It's like, what hood you from? Man, I'm from the suburbs, cuz. You know what I'm saying? I'm out
Which
here.
one?
But here's the thing, man. Like, it be hood niggas in the suburbs.
Yeah.
And they doing hood nigga things with money and resources.
Gentrification.
It's very interesting because it's like, you know, I seen hood niggas in the hood and hood niggas in the suburbs that was doing things that, you know, it was just like a very black experience in the suburbs. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, just like, I thought it was comical because it's like nobody will ever claim their suburb like they would they hood. You know what I'm saying? Like someone be like, I'm from the Southwest, but you ain't gonna hear someone. I'm from the Killer K. You know what I'm saying? Nah, what is it? Killer KT. Yeah, I'm from the Killer KT.
Killer Katie.
Yeah, no, nobody's gonna say that. You know, like nobody's gonna be like, I'm from that West Memorial, cuz.
Don't
Like nobody's
disrespect
gonna,
Katie like that.
You know what I'm saying?
Cypress, bitch.
Like Cypress, you know what I'm saying? Like nobody's gonna say that.
Katie
But,
Mills?
Not at all.
But
like half the shit doesn't it even sound like it should go along in a sentence.
But here's the thing.
Like I'm from Katy.
I've seen episodes of First 48 with dudes I knew from Katy that was doing some hood shit in Katy.
Yeah.
Yes. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Yeah. So what I'm saying is like Kick Dorn and all that crazy shit. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, there was people who got some money and moved out of the hood that was still in the hood, like mentally. So like even still, like it's not where you go. Like it really doesn't matter where you live. You're gonna encounter so many different types of people. So I don't know. I always.
Well, Pablo knows.
Yeah, you know.
He's a KOB.
You know about the KOB?
Ex-KOB member.
boys was running around trying to knock people out for
I
no reason.
was a KLB chauffeur, man. I gave all them niggas rides so they wouldn't beat me up.
Dang. Just putting in work.
You ain't going to the KLB?
We're not going to go.
That's classified, G14 classified.
G14 classified.
God dang, you ain't even gonna talk about it.
Nah, but like it felt like 90% of the parties we went to in Katy would like end up in someone just shooting at something,
It's
like
some
shooting in the
hood-
air or
yeah.
something. Because there's a lot of people from the West moved to Katy, and they kept like the same attitude.
But also,
And
I
some
look
Northsiders.
at it like this: like during this era of like suburban kids, like we grew up like our high school years. We grew up in that era, or we was there at the beginning of suburban kids trying to be gangster because they feel like based on the type of music that that's being bumped and is being televised and whatnot, and they like I want that level of respect or whatever, so I'm gonna go get this, and like
But
it's like where
that
like
goes- that
we
goes back to what I'm saying though. Like, why not just take the pride that you got a little bit of privilege? Because there's real niggas that's out there already who from that unprivileged lifestyle that you trying to chase.
But what do they say?
But you ain't proud of
But
being from Katy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You-
but they
instead
want to
tryna-
portray that persona because it's attractive to them, so they want to take that on.
Yeah.
But it was more so like you take the like you can take the man out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the man.
Exactly.
Like
And that's
you
why
can't.
the juxtapositions.
But when
always
we were
funny.
going to those parties, I can't say that I can't say that was really on some real solid gangster shit, or was it on some rich kid? I know where daddy's gun is, and I'm gonna go pull the trigger type shit. We don't know.
Man, to be honest with you, I think it goes into our topic of blackness. And
Yeah.
it just go along with me. You know what I mean?
Alright.
Blackness in this society is so intertwined with what you said, music, hip hop, and everything else.
Yeah.
Trying to be down with a certain hood that connects us to a certain type of lineage that's undeniable.
Yeah.
Chasing that personification of what makes me black. But in that chasing of that persona, that shows just how much the social engineering goes with the way we view ourselves.
Exactly.
Going to what Tim says about attaching ourselves to something that's undeniably black. Because what's blacker than the hood? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can't deny your blackness.
Yeah.
And as soon as somebody moves out to the suburbs, oh man, you acting white.
Yeah.
And that shows like
That's
the
true.
mental confusion
Yeah.
that we got going on in this day and age.
Yeah, I agree.
So since you back, you can actually like. that
oh,
was
because I'm the
good.
only white person.
No,
I
you-
represent.
No.
I represent the.
You can introduce like the
I'm,
actual topic because I kind of just danced around it. for
Oh.
your introduction.
I think you said, well, why don't they ask about what suburbs you're from?
No, that was one.
Oh,
part.
you want the main topic?
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, we
oh.
kind of just like
Oh, my bad.
unless you want to hit on the suburbs portion because I know you was out there in the streets.
Katie,
you know?
man.
Man, just go back to what people say though, man.
Yeah.
Oh man, you got that money, so you moved out the hood.
Yeah.
You know
Right,
what
right.
I'm saying? So you detach
But-
yourself from that.
But isn't that the whole?
A lot
Isn't that
of
the whole?
times you don't really move out the hood. Like you still got the hood in your phone. Like you still have the entire hood.
But that's
man,
a that's
you know
a.
what?
connected to that. Shit,
I
you know
honestly
what
got a
I'm saying?
problem with that right now, dog. Me and my old lady argue about this all the fucking time, dog. I want to move back. I want to move to either Third Ward or Harlem Clark because there's nothing more than seeing a black male in the community day by day.
Yeah.
Building it
just
back up.
being there for little shit.
Yeah.
Just
Nobody
words of
wants to be there
encouragement.
for that.
You know
though.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's, I think, what goes back to that suburbs. You've lost your blackness once you move to the suburbs because now you took that strong
You're
black
unattached.
woman, male, went out of there. Yeah, that's like Tim said, you out of touch now, dog. If
Yeah.
you ain't going back and trying to, at least speak with your fam on a weekly, daily basis or something
Yeah.
like that, dog. You isolated yourself. Who are you now? Who are you to the community? Who are you to the hood?
Right.
Yeah.
You lost your respect. Nobody fucks with you.
Damn.
Nah, that's some real shit.
Those are really valid points.
Yeah, like at least, and like there's plenty of black businesses to support. Like to make it a weekly thing to like touch back isn't hard. Like you can make it a thing.
Like
on the
Django's
weekend.
Rage?
Yeah, Well, Shango's Rage, there's plenty like ediblicious treats. You can go to Third Ward, get some delicious cookies on the weekends.
Oh,
You know what I'm
Sunshines.
saying?
Oh
Sunshines.
boy, I go crazy.
Oh,
on Sunshine,
Sunshines.
my
I
nigga.
love
food?
Sunshines.
Oh my nigga.
I'm so
It doesn't
mad,
take
bro.
much to stay connected.
I'm
Like,
so mad
it
that
doesn't.
they opened Sunshines when they did because I worked at Slumberjay right around the corner on Ardmore,
Yeah.
right down there. I could have gone there every day for lunch.
Yeah.
I was like, these damn it,
perfect.
it's right there.
Perfect location.
Yeah,
Man,
but
y'all tried that vegan soul food already?
Oh,
Y'all tried it?
where?
I know y'all have.
Oh,
I know
yeah.
y'all have.
oh yeah,
Oh, vegan soul. Oh, yeah.
oh yeah.
Of
Already.
course. Of course.
There's another one, Liliana's. You tried that?
Not yet.
Liliana's right there by TSU, dog. Go try that shit.
All right.
Dog. That
Okay.
shit dope.
For sure.
Liliana's. But I guess you're trying to allude to the main point of we wanted to ask and open the discussion of when was the first time you knew that you were black? You know, in the sense of someone called you the N-word, or the sense of like you surrounded yourself in the community, like your parents talking to you in a certain way about being around the cops. You know what I mean? In that regard, I'm just opening it completely. You know what I mean? Because my experience, I think, is going to be a lot
It's going to
different
be different.
than y'all's. Since I'm half white, I'm mixed. So,
Man, you know what? Honestly, I'm mixed too, Anto.
Oh, yeah?
I'm mixed with a Filipino.
really?
But I'm gonna be real with you, dog. Since day one, like my pops, he drilled it in my head, you black. And the crazy thing about it, my mom, she did it too, because she's a realist. You know what I mean? When
Right.
Most people, when they like just right now, you ain't know I'm mixed. You know what I'm saying? Most people, when they interact me on a first time basis, you ain't gonna know. So the first thing you gonna see a nigga. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So my mom, she drilled it in my head same way my pops did. You black, you black, you black. At that point in time, I didn't understand. You feel me? But once I became a grown man and understood like all the shit that we got going against us, I
Yeah.
can see why they drilled it in my head. You black,
Right.
and not from a position like, oh man, fuck them. It's just being a realist,
Yeah,
you know, and understanding
Your
the
dynamic
situation.
to the world.
Right. Well, to backdoor off of that, like for me, like I grew up with a white mother, so there's a lot of cultural things I wasn't aware of. You know, I wasn't apprised to. You know, I always joke with y'all, like, you know, Tom. Shout out to Tom Burgess. He was the one who basically showed me how to be black. You know what I mean? Like he gave me my first Murray's can. He showed me how to tie a wave cap. You know what I mean? He showed me what an edge up was.
Yeah.
Because before that, I was at Supercuts and shit, and they would just do the fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
they
yeah,
wouldn't
yeah.
do the whole edge up and shit. I didn't know what an
They
edge
gave
up.
you the Wayne Brady.
I didn't know what an edge up was.
Give me the Wayne Brady. Woo!
You know what's crazy? When I lived in Connecticut, I didn't get my hair cut because I didn't know anybody. I didn't know where
you
to go.
serious?
Yeah, I just had a fro.
Oh damn.
And I didn't even know how to. I didn't know I was supposed to pick it out. So I
It
just had like
happens.
the nappy ass, but I was light skinned, so I could pass for like.
Drake fro.
Yeah, I had the Drake fro.
I can
Yeah,
identify with that, Anto, because my mom didn't know what the fuck to do neither.
Yeah, it was like, you know,
Like,
they,
look at fuck. Oh fuck.
because
It took my kinfolk, my cousin Martin, and took me to a barbershop to figure out what
to
the
push,
fuck.
yeah,
put
push
me
you
on game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, rest in peace, my hairline. But when I did have hair, you know what I mean.
God dang.
I had to understand. You know, I knew what the struggle was. You know, but I didn't really know I was black until I got to Prairie View when I went to HBCU, because like we went to Side Springs. You know, well, we went to Side Springs,
Yeah.
and you know, it's a pretty good mix. You know what I mean? It's probably about a third black, a third Hispanic, and a third white.
Right.
It's actually a pretty good mix for high school. You know what I mean? Everybody was on their own cliques and shit, but you would interact with other races. There's a pretty good Asian population as well. But when I was at Prairie View, a predominantly black school, and I was surrounded by blackness, and I was going to black history classes, and I had professors like sitting me down, you know, after class and breaking down to me, you know, why Malcolm X was, you know, Malcolm Red, or you know, like
Detroit Red.
Detroit Red,
Yeah,
excuse me, and just going into the history of like black culture and how we were exploited and exposing all that shit to me. It was like, damn, like, you know, there's so much shit that I didn't know and I wouldn't have known
Yeah.
if it wasn't for that experience. So, I mean,
Yeah, it's an eye opener, man. Once you get somebody to really break the shit down to you, all the shit that's not really put out there for you to understand, because the more you understand, the more pissed off you get. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, and that can be dangerous, and like how quickly that process happens, because it's like I think there's like a level of balance, because if you like too pissed off to where you can't even function to, you know, make your bread, you know, because you like going to work like, man, it's fucked up, like, you know, like you trying to explain it to your coworkers and they think you like crazy because you trying to explain history to them. Like, there's a level of rage that can be associated with learning too quickly. Like, I don't know. I learned in just the way, I don't know. I learned in it's kind of similar to how Walter always knew he was black. Like I always knew that I was black. Like I was most of my my schooling was like in 8-leaf. And although it was like very diverse, you know, I was always around my own. Like I always saw kids that looked like me, and you know that was comforting. And I knew that I was different. Like my parents didn't hide the fact that I was black or anything like that. And you know, just growing up in that environment, it gave me a sense of pride. Like it gave me a sense of pride because it was like the people I did see who were successful were black or like they were African American, or they were like from like their parents were from Africa and they were smart as shit. Like they were Nigerian.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, golly, like they smart. I gotta keep up. Like you know what I'm saying? Like so it was always a sense of pride seeing, you know, melanated skin. And then, you know, moving to the suburbs, you know what I'm saying? Like and seeing the other side where it was like, oh, resources, like, you know what I'm saying, photography class. What the fuck? Automotive class. Like, I ain't never heard of that in the Southwest. So that was like so different to me. Like, oh, a cooking class. Like
Opportunity.
Like that shit was different. Like,
Better funding.
yeah. Like, and that really is what, to sum it all up, that's all it is like, you know, you see the opportunities instead of having to sell dope. You know, you can sell like a little $10 bottle of hot sauce and then put the same money that you put into the dope and do it a legal way. That's all the fucking difference is. Like, it's whether you're doing it under the books or like on the books. And like whether the hustle is like drugs or if you on Wall Street, like whatever the fuck it is, like once you grow up and get out of your circumstance, it's all the same. Like it has the same fundamentals. Like, but of course, there's more to a criminal enterprise.
Oh yeah,
I'm not gonna make that.
Say some shit,
Yeah, I'm not gonna say. I ain't gonna say like it's easy. It's the same, but you know, one way is harder. I would say the criminal enterprise is a little bit harder because you gotta cover your tracks.
Yeah,
you know, and so you know, all I'm saying is sometimes just sit back and juxtapose both, and you'll find like there are similarities to both, but like at the same time, there are differences, and I'm not gonna say which one's right or wrong. Because, you know, whether you're black or white, you know, from the suburbs, from the hood, there's people on both sides. Like, there's some people who was doing some dirty shit that was always from the suburbs. And there's people who's trying to clean up the hood that, you know, are from the hood. And so, like, for me, I just see there's more balance in trying to, like, uplift the people. It's always, that's where my heart's always going to be, is in uplifting the people. And usually you find the people in the hood. So sometimes you find them in the suburbs too. You be like, man, you find some cool motherfuckers in the suburbs. What?
all the way.
Katie.
West Memorial. No, I'm kidding. I'm fucking with y'all.
You know what? A quick note is oh, go ahead.
No. Go ahead. Finish what you were about to say.
Oh, I thought you were about to. You were looking a little.
Chime in.
No,
you were looking a little dose. You needed a pillow.
No,
you
I'm
good?
It's your Martell. It's that
You haven't lost yet.
Martell.
Oh, he finished it.
Tail of 3 L's, nigga.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I win. That's his move.
Okay. Just because it's his
You
move.
know what I'm saying?
Checkmate.
You know what I'm
Checkmate.
saying?
Damn it.
It's coming too.
Just a quick note, like being half white. I was thinking about this when I was driving around, which is another thing that Tim and I were speaking on earlier, how you can introspectively think to yourself when you're driving. But I noticed that the white side of my family really fucked with me when I was a kid, when I was a black boy. But when I became a black man, you know what I mean, in their eyes, I noticed that they stopped fucking with me.
Yeah.
And I never really thought about it until this subject came up, like, honestly. Because, like, every Christmas, they give me a shit ton of presents, give me all this and that, you know what I mean, talk to me, communicate with me, take me out to eat, all this shit like grandparents should do. But probably right around, like, high school, 16, 17-year-old, when I started growing up and maturing, they stopped talking to me, stopped coming around during Christmas, stopped fucking with me. And I didn't really put it together until, you know what I mean? Because I thought about it, like, even society, like, when you think about, like, Tamir Rice, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, people are like, damn, that's fucked up. Like, even white people can't deny that's pretty fucked up. Because that dude had been fired from another police agency and then brought in. I'm not trying to get, like, super into, like, that, but, you know what I mean? It's a black kid. It's a little black baby. You know what I mean? But when a black man, gets murdered or gets gunned down, what was he doing? Why didn't he resist? Why was he doing this and that? X, Y, and Z. You know what I mean? Your innocence is lost in a sense, in my opinion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, for the black man, I feel like the innocence is lost very early in. Like, you stop being innocent at 12, maybe 11.
10 years old,
After
man.
after
As
that,
soon as you get a little height on you.
You might have a knife in your pocket. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, anything you do is threatening. Not only to and it's not only to the opposite race. See, the problem is, like, most times what we see is like, that's how we view by the other race. It's usually that's how we view by all of society, because the other side, we are all viewing from that perspective, and a lot of times we end up like kind of like doing that to each other, like where whether it's like a black male to female dynamic or a black male to another black male dynamic, will prejudge under the lens of someone else. It's not even like our own like understanding. It's from someone else's understanding. Oh, he's dangerous. Oh, he's gonna do this because and half the time it's just like, look, man, I'm being as cool as I can be. Like, I'm trying to chill out, and you'll see it from all sides if you're not careful. And it's just understanding where we at. This is America,
It is. I figured out like my time when I actually figured out or fully accepted the fact that, like, okay, I'm actually black, like was through like a police stop, or like
I was hoping you was gonna say that mosh pit.
Someone say,
You done found out real quick. Oh, I'm black.
Oh shit!
Nah, it wasn't for me.
did he just
like,
call me the N-word?
nah,
I
cause
woke
like
up well rested.
that was on some trippy shit. That was highly under the influence of other shit. But yeah, like growing up, like I was like, I never had that solid relative that was just like, you're black and be proud and all this kind of stuff, because they were all mixed. Like my mom's side is Caribbean and my dad's side is Creole. So it's like, it's multicultural, and but we're of darker complexion. So it's like, you're not, you're black, but you're also Caribbean, you're also Hispanic, you're also this, you're also that. And I'm like, all right, well, what I do? Check other. All right, I checked other on everything. And then, but I always clean myself as a black person, like, growing up. But when that was the I'm black and I'm proud positive mode that you have. You know what I mean? Like, you're proud to be black. You love your skin that you're in and everything like that. No issues. When I accepted the darker side was when you actually experienced that shit, like the racism and whatnot. So I got pulled over. I'm driving to Sugarland. Got pulled over on fucking 59 right there by that Chuck E. Cheese and shit. And what was it? In Highway 6, I think. And like cop pulled me over. He asked me to asked me for my shit, and it said, can I get out the car? Said that there was a robbery in the area, and said that it was a gang member and whatnot. And I'm like, well, I'm not a gang member. And he was like, well, your hat matches your pants. Like, you didn't even see my pants driving by.
Your
wait.
Your
So
hat matches your
it's
pants.
the Hat Pants crew or something?
Yeah,
Hat
because
Pants crew.
no,
Ass
what
gang.
it was. I'm driving. I have my windows down. I'm blasting my my music or whatever.
Was this
I
when
got
you
a
had
red
your-
hat.
You had your
He
Eclipse.
was listening to
Yeah,
Ja
and
Rule.
the Eclipse.
In the Eclipse.
A red Eclipse.
It was the Eclipse that gave you away.
Yeah.
Obviously a gang
With the
banger.
rims, obviously.
Were you wearing red? Were you wearing red?
I was wearing red.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So he was like, so I'm like, all right. I'm like, nah, I'm not a part of that. And he said, well, do you mind if we search the car? I was like, I got nothing to hide. I was like, go ahead. So he started, it was one car, and then two more units came behind him. They were all K9 units. And like 5 cops was searching a 2003 Mitsubishi Eclipse. I'm 6'2", a big ass nigga sitting in the fucking coupe like that, and you take 5 big ass cops to search this car.
Yes.
They went and found like a airsoft gun in the back in the trunk, and they said this is the one that they use for their police academy training because it has the weight and everything. And he was like, "How did you get it?" And I was like, "Well, that
Walmart,
nigga. I was like, unfortunately, my brother's father, he's not mentally straight, and he sent my brother like a airsoft gun, but my brother has anger issues, so I don't want him to do nothing stupid, so I keep it with me." He said, "Well, why don't you give it to your friends, y'all niggas?" I'm like, "My friends got kids and shit." I'm like, "That's my problem. I'm not finna go give it to them." He said, "You could throw it away." And look at it, it's realistic. Like, and then someone seen this shit, find it in the dumpster, and they go do some dumb shit. I seen Law and Order. I told him that. I was like, I seen Law and Order. I seen the shit. Like, I know how it goes down. But he's like, well, you should do something with it because that's suspicious. I was like, okay.
Suspicious, but
the other one
suspicious.
found what was it? Brass knuckles.
Oh yeah,
BKs. But it had the claws on it, so it was actually like a fucking ninja tool.
Right.
Like when you go rock climbing or whatever. And he was like, "So what is this?" I was like, "That's a brass knuckle." He said, "Why you have all these like looks like a weed grinder?" I was like, I wouldn't know. Like, I don't smoke. So he said, "Yeah, I'm a brass knuckle."
How long that would take?
Like, how big is the weed bud for you to like do that shit? Like, and like I said, no, that's probably mold. Because you found it in the cup holder and like some orange Minute Maid soda kind of been sitting there for a minute.
God damn, that sounds
Because he like grabbed it and was like smelling it and put it in his mouth and shit. I'm like, man. But all that shit and they didn't find anything. And I'm like, you really profiled me. Like that was the first time I was profiled, and I'm like, I'll never forget this shit because I didn't do anything. I really didn't do any fucking thing, but it was just like, okay, well, that comes along with that comes along with the territory, of being black. Like, this is America, like you said. Like, this is the world that we live in, unfortunately, and unless I can do something to fix it, I'm not gonna complain.
You remember when Tim got pulled over like 3 times in a row for that fucking blinker light that wasn't out that they said was out?
Yeah, but it wasn't out. It wasn't out.
It was like 3 times in a row, like the same spot.
Yeah, I was just like, I'm trying to get home. So
got up from Sonic.
I got the bowl. I got the bowl. I'm just trying to get home.
Leave me alone.
So let me get home.
I smell like fragrance.
Yeah, for real. But yeah, I think I found out when I was black when I first swag surfed with like a crowd of like a million. We was all like, yo, this is like.
Yeah,
like, I almost started humming like a Negro spiritual.
Bro, that shit was.
Y'all ain't never been there.
That shit was live.
Fuck y'all.
It came out. That song came out when I was at PV.
Yeah, for real.
It was so live.
Nah, I think there's like valuable moments of realizing that you're black. Like there's valuable good moments.
The 3.
It's not always like a negative experience.
Oh, it's your go?
This nigga over here cheating.
Oh, right.
He reset the board.
He was looking at me like it was my turn. Shit.
Johnny, what about yourself? Uh-oh.
When they tried to lynch me.
It was in Viter.
At Texas Plumbing.
It was in
Viter,
Viter.
Texas.
Oh, can't say that.
Shout out Viter, Texas.
My bad. Edit that out right there.
Metaphorical ways of whatnot. Shit. I don't know, man. Just when I start researching more or learning more about culture and history and everything like that, and I seen everybody was kind of one-sided on their own way, and just start learning more experiences throughout life, people comments, the things they found funny I didn't find funny, different paths people took. So that's how I started waking up to it and just start expanding my world, getting the community work and learning more.
Bro,
Actually,
I remember when that happened for you.
This one right here. Hey, no, listen, I gotta say this. Walter, our guest, was the one that tapped in before anybody else did, and
right.
I remember. We used to talk about it, and it didn't register with me until I went through my own experiences, and then I started saying he ain't crazy. A lot of people ain't crazy. I'm being real. I'm just being real. So. Like when he just started tapping in, and I'm like, and then I start going through my own experiences. I'm like, hold on, man, You telling me everything a goddamn lie? You telling me I've been conditioned to think one?
I remember when you really
Yes,
started to dig
motherfucker.
into it and start believing it, because it was when we left, when you was working at that one place, and we went all the way to like the beach house or whatever.
Oh, you remember that
and it was
night?
the verdict.
It
It was
the
the verdict of
Hey,
Trayvon Martin. And that's when you broke down. You was just like, man, and that's when you start looking at your coworkers differently,
That's how
because
niggas
it was like, yo, these niggas be saying some fucked up shit.
Hey,
they low key
I'm gonna say
racist.
it was it sounded like a scene from a movie. I was keeping up with the Trayvon Martin verdict, and during that time I was at a company celebration. I think it was for 4th of July or whatever.
Yeah.
And then, or no, it was some type of event. And when it got not guilty for George Zimmerman, and then they started playing music, and it was the what was it, the
Morning America.
it was the Declaration of
Celebration or
Independence.
something.
Yeah, it was the Independence Day celebration song, and everybody was just smiling, and I was like, they were celebrating the independence of America or whatever, and I'm in my reality, I was like, nah, man, this don't feel right.
Yeah, this ain't
You know
freedom.
what I'm saying? I'm like, y'all happy, y'all celebrate, but my people and my culture, we're going through something entirely different, and this is in front of our eyes like almost every other couple of months. Because after Trayvon was Mike Brown, and it was another. And the topic of conversations was always debating. And I'm like, nah, that man wrongfully shot that man. But what was he doing? And I'm like, hold on, man. That's when it started unveiling.
Yeah, when people start asking, like, what was he doing to get that reaction? Like, no, it's not what was he doing. It's like, what the fuck was George Zimmerman doing? Like, you asking the wrong questions right now. Like jumping out of the gate yeah.
And I gotta add one thing, and then you see those videos, those white guys doing some shit, and they don't get shot by the cop or nothing, or
Oh yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Well, wasn't there like a movie you were at, like 12 Years a Slave or some shit?
Oh,
You started yelling at
Birth
white
of a
people.
Nation.
You got
Birth of a
jokes.
Nation.
Birth of a Nation.
Yo,
I-
white
Dog.
cracker motherfucker.
Oh my god, man.
We watched. It was.
This nigga here, man.
I
He
broke
had
down.
people in that movie theater uncomfortable, dog.
I did. I was fucked up.
Shit, he was sitting next to this girl, and then I'm looking at her face because I hear this nigga.
Oh, he cried.
No, and the whole time during the whole movie, all you hear is
I was pissed.
like, just like, yo, control your nostrils.
That's not even as bad.
And
as
she
the-
was laughing, but he
They
was
should've
like
made
really getting emotional behind it, and I felt the reason why. Like, of course, like, you know, they showed the scene where the white girl had the little black girl with
The
the
Birth
rope
of a
around
Nation.
her neck, and like, you know, like she was some kind of pet or whatever, and I was just like, yeah, that's fucked up, and like them playing Strange Fruit,
Strange fruit.
yeah, all that, and we was like, dog,
Classic.
like.
No, I don't
You know, it's great movie. Great movie. It needed to be put out there, even though they didn't capture the gruesomeness of, you know, how it all went down, but it was necessary. But like my man's was hella
That was my main
emotional.
part. I was like,
Hella emotional.
I thought they were going to show the complete the reverse of it, like, because that was a very bloody rebellion. And they barely showed any blood in the rebellion.
You saw the movie, right?
Yeah, man. I just wish they would have showed the full movie. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, of course they ain't not gonna show.
Come
Yeah,
on,
graphic,
man. You
dark,
gonna
man.
put
Come
it
on.
out? Then put it out.
Come on,
Put
man.
your chest out. I'm sorry.
Because
That's
they
maybe
already
too
given
much.
us enough. They show us too much. that
That's too
rebel,
much.
and
I'm
they
sorry.
go
You're
through it.
right. Yeah, America.
Can't
yeah.
show black men uprising.
No, you can't. Show that.
Yeah, what the fuck is wrong
Start
with
giving these niggas ideas.
you?
Shit.
So yeah. Well.
Oh man, I already went.
Okay.
Man, hold up. This Martell. Golly, got me.
Tell
I
it.
do
Two
have
L's.
one question for y'all, man. How confusing was blackness for y'all growing up? Like,
It wasn't very confusing. For me, it wasn't confusing because, like, I don't know. I always seen some kind of pride. I think my dad more so put that kind of in my heart, and I was always around
okay,
like some eclectic, creative black people. They always
It was a
intrigued me.
segregation for me.
I would argue 5-year-old Tim right now walks into a restaurant,
Yeah,
sees a grown woman on the table twerking,
Oh,
right?
wow.
yeah,
twerking intertwined with hood blackness, as most people would see it.
yeah.
You don't feel that would confuse you as a child?
It would, but I mean, I wouldn't necessarily label that as blackness as much as ignorance. Because as a young kid, for some reason, like I remember when I was like 6, 7, 8, that age, like wisdom was always important to me. And so like I could always kind of like see when someone was wise or like not even smart, just like they moved like very wise. And when someone was stupid, where they were reckless and they would do things that wouldn't pay off in the end. And that always allured to me. I always wanted some type of touch of wisdom. And I remember even as a young kid saying that to my parents, like I wanted some type of wisdom. Like, and I know that sounds like a far stretch, but I always watch people. I always watch how people interact with each other. And some things make more sense than others. And I always noticed that the people who were a little bit more like poised and like paid attention to how other people move, that was more wise than when you would just be a little bit more reckless. My sister was more of the reckless type. I was more the reserved, let me sit back and peep the room and like see, oh, she giving out candy? Maybe I'll work my way over that way. Oh, that person doing that? Maybe I'll stay the fuck away from that person. That's how I always thought, like as a kid. And even as an adult, like growing up as an adult, I'm still sort of like that. So seeing that would more so, I never put ignorance in the same category as I did blackness. I never, ever, like, even though that always seemed to be like kind of the first thing they tried to teach you, that was like one of the first things that my father taught me to disconnect because he was so wise.
Yeah.
He was the one that would like have me looking at a thesaurus trying to figure out what the fuck he was talking about because he was using big words. So, you know, I don't know. Luckily, I had that kind of structure to where I didn't put ignorance in the same category with blackness. Yeah. Because that would be very confusing for me. Yeah. But I didn't have to struggle with that confusion. Although I do understand it.
Yeah. I'm just saying the way the media portrays it, you know, the way the social engineering behind our because we're the only group of people on the face of the earth with no connection to our previous culture. It's just been obliterated. You know, it's just been obliterated. We don't know shit about it. We can't tell you past who's our great granny is. You know, it's nothing
past that. No.
Everybody else has a culture, history that they can fall back on. You know, and have some type of direction. And I just always feel like that's dangerous for us because when we get something that's intertwined with our culture that's so ignorant, I feel like we just have to be like that black man, you know, in that restaurant and have to stand up and say, hey man, this shit is uncalled for. You know, this we gotta conduct ourselves in a better fashion. I ain't saying, you know, everybody get goddamn suits and ties and shit like that. Right. But, you know, just thinking about the image that we're portraying to young eyes and even young people who are looking up to us, you know, young adults.
Yeah. I mean, to me, you know, we always hear about the whole, like, oh, you know, supposed to be dead at 25 or in jail or some shit like that. Like, it's always been told to us as black men and black people in America that your life expectancy is lower or, like, you were expected to, like, what is expected of you is lesser. And so, like, for him, I could feel what he was saying when he's like, you know, you got to hold yourself to a higher standard. That's all he said. Like, to me, like, that was like, you could take from his frustration what you want to take. But from what I heard was like, you have to, like, if men are going to hold themselves to a higher standard, women also have to uphold themselves, especially as black women, to be at that higher standard. Like, how am I going to expect this from men if I can't expect this from you as well? And it's not to put any more pressure on one or another sex, but more so to put the pressure on all of us, like the responsibilities on us going forward, especially with the kids. They watching everything, especially like the fact that most of us are recording everything. They can see everything. Everyone can see everything. So the important thing is to put the right message out there. And, you know, like I said before, I didn't necessarily see anything wrong with it. What he was saying, as a business owner, he had every right. He was within every measure to be like, look, if you don't like my rules, you can get the fuck up out of my restaurant. Because every restaurant has that. Like, if you don't...
like dress codes and shit like that.
No, like, if someone says, hey, I don't like how baggy your pants are, you can't come in, they can do that. Yeah. They can refuse service to just about anyone. So if you want to come in there...
Johnny, remember that happened to us?
They can do that.
Yeah, Johnny, he vividly remembers
The Shants.
Oh no, he's when he wore the polo, the same polo as a white dude.
Oh yeah, and that one too.
No, that's some real shit. Like I've gone through the dress code. Well, I didn't necessarily, but I was with someone,
Bro.
who's wearing
his
his whole thing was more like his whole outfit was more expensive than even mine. And I was just like, I felt bad for him because it was just like there's nothing wrong with what he's wearing. Just let us in. Like, what the fuck?
I remember I never had skinny jeans, but I had very form-fitting jeans on 6th Street in Austin, and it was like you could tell it was like a frat kind of bar. It was a bunch of Sigma Chi's, fucking SAEs, all that fucking shit.
Yeah.
And I went up and I was like, I gave them my ID. They're like, your pants are too baggy. I was like, nigga, these are like skinny jeans, bro. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? He's like, nah, you're too skinny. These are too baggy. Next. I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Yeah.
The fuck is wrong with you? Like, how much tight? You want me to see my nuts? The fuck is wrong with you, ho?
Yeah.
Baggy jeans.
And that's another thing you'll realize real quick. You bump into the excuse that your shoes, it's your shoes. You're wearing Jordans. Those are associated
And it's
with
associated
gangs.
with
How's that associated with gangs?
Oh, I remember
These
that.
cost
I remember when
$300.
they used to tell us that shit.
Yeah, nah.
That's why we went to Metropolis, though.
Yeah, and that's a real thing, dog. Like, it's a real, especially in Houston. I don't know how they get down in other cities. If you're from a different city, maybe you can comment under this video. But I remember a couple times. I wasn't never the subject of it. Like, I don't know why it is that, like, they didn't. I'm like, what about me? But, like, homie got the Jordans on. I have Converse because I'm just frugal. And I'm just wearing Converse. That's my thing back then. And they don't say shit about the Converse, but they want to say something about the starch. Like, they weren't, like, baggy, but they were, like, some nicely, not even starched. They were just, like, some nicely ironed jeans and a polo shirt and some Jordans. And, just a black man. And it was just like, nah. That whole aesthetic. I'm just like, look, man, like, my pants are all ripped at the bottom. Like, I'm not even trying.
These are
like, I'm not worried about him. I'm worried about
These are Pacos, nigga.
But, it just goes to show, like, there's many different ways to, like, really have a black experience in America. And I think even though there's many different ways, it doesn't change the black experience in America. It still is the black experience. There still is fear. There still is joy. There still is, like, so many different things that we experience with each other that makes us, like, it connects us as a people. And that's what I'm always about, is, like, how do we connect? I'm pretty sure there's some kind of crazy story where we'll connect. Whether it's a skating ring. You used to go to skating ring too? Oh shit, I used to, like, there's always something to connect, especially in Houston. So
skate.
But of course, if you're on that racist shit, then you can miss me with that. But
on that eloquent point,
There you go.
if you're on that racist shit, you can miss me with that.
yeah, pretty
I'm
much.
I'm really surprised Pablo hasn't lost. How are you still in this?
I think he's trying to get an extra move.
I'm pretty
on
sure
me.
he
No.
cheated.
He moved
I'm
the
pretty
pawn.
sure he
You
cheated.
moved the pawn and
No,
had
I
to
didn't
it.
move.
I'm
I didn't
90%.
move that was like the last move before you had moved this year.
All right, I guess.
You should have been beat. I seen like 4 or 5. moves.
Rewind the tape.
Fake
Rewind
news.
the tape.
Fake
Rewind the
news.
tape.
Well, I really like that. If you're on the racist shit,
Get from around.
get from around here.
Like, I would like to know though. Like, I would
that
like
on
to
a
know
shirt.
that you're racist, so that I
Right,
can be like,
yeah, get
okay,
around. Get the fuck away from me.
So yeah, we cool. Yeah, it's cool.
Don't come to camp.
Yeah, don't come.
Well, on that note, let's go ahead and do the circle of socials and stuff like that, and we can wrap this thing on up. Appreciate y'all listening. I guess, Johnny, if you want to go ahead and go first.
Thank you for tuning in. Shouts out to everybody. Peace. You can't draw Johnny. You can't animate.
When's that? Oh, never mind. I'm doing it. Never mind.
Yeah, you gotta edit the rest
Shit.
of the scene.
I was about to say, when is it coming? I'm waiting on the animation, man.
Man, I'm working on that right now.
I'm good to go. I'm
Working on
I'm
it
really
right
not.
now, man.
I got one episode down. But yeah, watch out for that. You can't animate. It's coming soon.
Nigga, I'm out here.
All right. Thank you, Paul.
In the
Well,
streets.
I
is
appreciate
Walter.
you. You know, hold on real quick. There's a group chat. I think it was what's the old one? Not Group Me. Is it Group Me? I don't know. It was
me was one.
It was an old text chain that we had with Walt.
It was in group me. Yeah.
It was Walt, Tim, me, Daniel. I think
Jaleesa.
no. It was just us because we were talking about doing a podcast. We were talking about doing a podcast in like 2011, 2012.
Really?
Yeah.
I think so. I think I looked at that shit.
Yeah. Like I've been putting this together.
Yeah, I looked at group me though.
We've been trying to mastermind this forever. So I really appreciate Walt coming up here. Blessing us with his wisdom and expressing his thoughts.
Yeah.
So so
I fucks with you.
appreciate it. Always great to have an intellectual conversation. You know what I'm saying? It makes up for Pablo losing the chess.
Somebody lost.
I'm getting scammed.
You about to get bodied, dog.
Keep the cameras rolling,
Bro, you about to
man.
get bodied, dog.
All
Getting
right.
scammed out of $500.
You about to get that rook to
What you
Eden.
want to put on it?
Get that rook to
500,
that rook to what B
250.
B2.
250 on the first game.
All right, Mr. Pablo.
Yo, what up? Y'all can follow me on Snapchat at JPABLO_NY. That's JPablo_ New York.
Jabron James.
Jabron James.
Tiberius Bone. You can find me at Tamagotchi Slim on Instagram. It's Tamagotchi, like your favorite 1999 play toy that you would connect to your keychain and try to feed and exercise to get the higher points and levels and shit like that. So anyways, yeah, if you like hot sauce, find me at Shango's Rage. Get that burning sensation, you know what I'm saying, that Shango's Rage, all up in your diet.
You know what I'm saying?
You're good for your stomach bacteria,
Intestinal
your
tract.
flora, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know what I'm
Trying
saying?
to get your stomach flora up, you know what I'm saying? Healthy gut bacteria. You know what I'm saying? Get some Shango's Rage.
Yeah,
You got some of the finest of apple cider vinegars
Ooh.
made with some of the finest assortment of peppers.
Yeah.
This is mostly the Martell speaking. You
The
know what I'm
tale
saying?
of two
The
L's.
tale of two L's.
Yeah,
you
man.
heard.
You going to
You know what I'm
Liliana's,
saying?
you know what I'm saying? You're going to Sunshines.
You know what I'm saying?
Get you some Django
Get you
Rage.
some.
Go ahead, get you some.
Stop playing.
You can find me on Instagram, Vato Drake. Also, Corporate Thuggin Media, Facebook. You know who I am on Facebook. Twitter, Corp Thug Media, CORPTHUGMEDIA. This has been another illustrious episode of Kings and Conquerors. We appreciate you tuning in. We appreciate you listening on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Breaker, Anchor, whatever you're listening to. If you're watching, we always appreciate you lending your ears and your eyes with us. And as always,
All.
what?
Say it, nigga.
I said all day.
Say it with your chest.
Crew all day.
Man, hold on.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Peace.
Peace.
That blue sweet, you feel me?